And then here is Big Tel on the M25. Big Tel, good morning, Big Tel.
Hello, Candyman.
Thank you very much indeed, Tel. What do you think about this for a start for a programme? That was something, wasn't it? Tel, you're driving at the moment.
Yeah, I've got hands-free and everything, though.
Oh, yeah, that's... well, it doesn't matter, because... Well, that's good, actually, because if your hands are free, you can join in. Oh, in the car there, come on, with the accelerator, accelerator brake. Go on. You can see that car on the M25, stopping and starting. That'll be Big Tel talking to us at the moment. So what have you got for us, Tel? When you hear one song, you think it has a ludicrous connection. What is it, Big Tel?
Well, in the 60s, John Nash brought a song out called A Boy Named Sue.
Yes, of course he did. Of course he did.
Well, at the time, I went out with this girl named Sue.
Oh, did you?
And she was I thought at the time she was a bit cold.
Yeah.
And she seemed a bit masculine. I used to joke with my mates that, that song would apply to her. She's more like a boy than she is a girl.
And yet she was your amour at the moment? She was your amour at the time?
Yeah, well, not really. That's just sort of a...
You were just knocking her. You were knocking boots. That's all you were doing, yeah. And so...
Over the long enough to get to know her, inverted commas.
Yeah, I see. And she was quite... she was a little butch, and you thought, well, there's a boy named Sue. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Anyway, 30 years later, I was on holiday in Tenerife, and there was this bloke sitting at a table in a bar, and he kept looking at me, and I was on the point of going up and say, what the hell are you looking at, mate?
Yeah.
He came across and he says,
yeah.
Are you Tel from Wyndham in Norfolk? So I said, yeah.
Yeah.
He says, you don't remember me?
You're kidding.
He said, you used to go out with me. Why? And I thought, be a puff or what?
No, never mind about that. This is more intriguing than the base language. So this was Sue?
Yeah, anyway.
And what did Sue look like as a man?
Well, he still looked a bit like the other Sue. He was still a bit... sort of slightly built, but he'd had the bloody sex change operation.
Of course it had the sex change up, possibly as a result of going out with you, Big Tel. So wounded was he by your, as you say, long enough to go out to get what you wanted, that this person fled into the arms of a surgeon. And did you find yourself still strangely attracted?
At an old saloon on the street of mud, there at a table, dealing stud, sat a dirty mangy dog that named me Sue. Well,
extraordinary story. What about that? What do we know about Big Tel, though? What do you make of that, Amy? What do you make of that?
I wonder if he came away with a different point of view.
I don't know.
Big and bent.
A big fella came over and said... you used to go out with me. Now, that's not the sort of thing you want when you're having a scrambled egg with your family at breakfast, is it? That man keeps looking at you. I know, I'm going to sort him out in a minute. I'm going over there. I'll come Wyndham in Norfolk. We look after people like that. Don't worry about that. But not like the Coltershaw boys or those down at South Walsham who are from Wyndham. And overcame the fella. You looking at me? Yes, that's right. You know why? You used to go out with me. You grabbed hold of me. Do you remember?
Hello, Tel.
Do you remember? Terrible thing. Some great big bloke comes over. You're sitting with your wife. Do you remember me? No. Yes, you do. You got my drawers down once.
Remember when he kicked like a mule and he bit like...
That's not what you want to hear, is it? I mean, come on. Big Tel. He's got 13 grandchildren, he says. Now, Tel. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know. 13 grandchildren, I know. And Dale Winton's married these days. Well, there it is. He has 13 grandchildren, and yet the man he once went out with confronted him on holiday. That's a sex change, dear. Honestly, he used to be a woman. When I went out with him, would you buy that?
Yeah. Hello, sweetheart.
Yeah, exactly. Used to go out with me. Well, how come you got kids and everything? No, he did. He used to be a woman when I went out with him. He was always a bit butch. That's what it is. You know that song, Boy Named Sue? It's one of those things. That's what he said. Well, anyway, there it is.
Well, it's very good of Big Tel to phone us up.
Big Tel's always good. Anyone who calls us up is always putting their head into the lion's mouth, and particularly Big Tel there, who now's got to go to Tesco's, and when he gets there, the works manager's going to say, was that you, Big Tel, on there about going out with a bloke? Used to go out with a huge burly man. Grabbed hold of him round the back of a pub. So there it is, the first pop song that for you has a ludicrous connection. So it is a terrific story to kick.